Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Subby here at the Weather Center. Well, I wanted to jump online. I know several of you guys have a ton of questions. I do realize that. So I had thought I would go ahead and go live for a while. We do have some strong storms in and around our area here in West Central Missouri. So I wanted to make sure everybody did get their questions answered, that sort of thing here this afternoon. I've been in direct communication with the National Weather Service out of Pleasant Hill. I've got them up here on one of our screens here. So I'm going to be keeping up to date on everything here in West Central Missouri. So if you guys are on here, shoot me a message. Let me know that you're listening, and we'll kind of go over some of the latest information. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Audra. So again, we've got a tornado watch that is just south of our West Central Missouri area that we typically cover, from Cass County all the way down to Vernon County. And then, of course, over toward Benton County, St. Clair, Pettis, Henry, Johnson. It is just to the south. And the reason why we have a threat for severe weather today is right now there is currently along this blue line a warm front that is pushing to the north. We have a cold front, the backside of this low pressure system that's been giving us all this moisture throughout the week, is sitting up right here. So right in the area where this warm front and the boundary meets is where you're likely to have some severe weather. Now, it depends on how fast this warm front can move to the north to add more moisture, a little bit more heat to the environment, that we will kind of determine whether or not we're going to get any severe storms here in West Central Missouri. National Weather Service and I both think that it is going to be close enough to our area to provide a chance to see an isolated severe storm as we go into the afternoon and evening here in West Central Missouri. But the biggest threat for sure is going to be down here in far southwest Missouri. That's including Joplin, Neosho, Aurora, Springfield, Ozark, Republic, Bolivar. So you guys really need to stay weather aware as we go through the afternoon for that potential of seeing some stronger to severe thunderstorms, as well as a greater tornado threat in southwest Missouri as well. Hi, Vicki, Susan, Melinda, Levy. Levy is on board here. He is 1/3 of Nader Boys. Of course, we worked hand in hand with them, still work hand in hand with them over the last year. And he is down in Springfield, so we'll be watching this area very close for him. Any storm, any cell that should happen to fire up out ahead of this main line, we'll have to watch close too for that could be a potential of a supercell out ahead of the line, out ahead of the front, and they stand a little bit better chance to rotate. All the conditions are set up along that warm front and that boundary that I just showed you. And all the ingredients are there. They're stacked up pretty well for southwest Missouri. And again, the only thing that's keeping west central Missouri in just the rain and thunderstorm non-severe is the fact that that warm front is still down to the south in southwest Missouri. So, hey, Jessica. Hey, Advent. I'm not expecting, actually, I'm really not expecting much of the way of any severe weather here for west central Missouri that we cover. We may have a strong storm or two this afternoon, tonight, but the tornado threat, it's there. It's very, very small. So I think our biggest threat is going to be strong straight line winds today. That is Google Translator, Jordan, as far as the Spanish. I don't know Spanish. I'm not fluent enough in Spanish. I have to use a translator when I do that with Torcon. Make sure that any Spanish speaking people, especially in Oklahoma and Texas on my Torcon site, make sure that they understand everything in Spanish as well. So right now, currently, we do have some moderate rain coming into Garden City right now, and going across Highway 7, and we have just a general area of showers and thunderstorms that is actually moving off to the east across west central Missouri. And again, that you can kind of tell by this line of thunderstorms where that warm front is, because from about right in this area, you notice how that line starts to get a little darker red down through here. Well, and that's mainly because that's where that warm front is, and it's helping the lifting, and it's helping the instability because of the lifting. And so that's where you're finding a lot of the more robust thunderstorms down south of a line from Fort Scott, Nevada, over to Bolivar and south is kind of along and just ahead and behind the warm front. Hi, Sally. Welcome from Warsaw. Hey, there's my boss man, Mark Harden. He is the director of Henry County Emergency Management, doing a great job keeping our county safe. Oh, Roger, once we get off air, I won't tell you what to tell Christina. So we have had several bouts of periodic moderate to heavy rain today here in Henry County, and we're definitely going to be expecting more of that as we go through the afternoon and into the evening. So right now, and again, I mentioned it this morning in the update, that this whole system has sped up a little bit since last night, a little bit. So right now, looked like right at kickoff, if you're heading to the Chiefs game, looked like periods of rain, thunderstorms right up into the 7:30 time frame, and then begin a very slow, gradual decrease in intensity, and really the probably from the middle of the second quarter to the end of the game looks pretty decent if you're going to the Chiefs game. But just make sure you prepare yourself ahead of time, and if you're out there in tailgating, which many of them are up there, I think, what is that, 3:00, I guess, when the gates open, maybe, for a 7:00 game. So they're likely going to get pretty wet up until that point. Hey, you bet, Jordan. Glad to be here. Hey, Cecilia from Warrensburg. Hello, hello. You bet. There's nothing more I want to do, Christina, is keep that weather rock going. So what I will likely do is going to watch these sell for a while down here in southwest Missouri. Again, we've got periods of rain and thunderstorms here in west central Missouri. None of our counties that we focus on here, the 8 counties here in west central Missouri, is under any kind of watch. I'm really not expecting any of our counties to get under a watch as of right now. I think it will likely stay just to our south, but we could have a couple of stronger storms that come into west central Missouri. Be keeping an eye on that as well. I probably won't be doing an 8-hour live stream like the other night, but we'll sit here. I'll answer as many questions as I can if you guys have any. So I know we typically have quite a few pop in and out of the live stream, and maybe they didn't catch something that I said. So I'll be happy to answer any questions. I do, Kayla. Here, I'm actually here at the Weather Center here at Radford Media Group right here, and yes, I've got I think I got about 3 cases left here, and then of course we've got several cases down at Emergency Management. But yeah, pickup is right here at KDKD here on Antioch in Clinton, Missouri, and Henry County. But yeah, we got several of them down here. Hi, Misty. Hi, Sarah. Butler and Adrian, Sarah is asking. Well, you guys are actually getting a pretty moderate thunder shower right now. I'm not noticing a whole lot of lightning with it, but some pretty moderate rain. And again, I think that's what most of us here in west central Missouri is going to be seeing. And the main reason is because that warm front is still down here to the south. It is lined up right in this area, and just ahead and south of this warm front that is slowly moving to the north is where you're going to get the strongest of thunderstorms. Okay, so I have a feeling this line of storms is going to outrun the warm front. And if that's the case, that will leave us with just showers and thunder showers for the rest of the afternoon and evening without the threat of much severe weather. Now, if this should happen to come up a little closer into parts of west central Missouri, this warm front, then we can, we'll have to kind of keep a close eye on that warm front. Hi, MH. Hi, Matt. Let's take a look here, buddy. So right now would be a great time to have her head back, Matt. Right now, this cell that was in Polk County near Bolivar, it's weakening, and she can hightail it straight up the 13 highway and have pretty much clear sailing all the way home if she leaves right now. Hi, Mary. You're down in Branson? Hi, Lucky. Hi, Melaine. So Branson area right now, you guys are just getting there's a little line of thunder showers that are moving through Branson right now. That's not the main show. The main show is still way out to your west. You are on the south side of that warm front. So the conditions are kind of building down there in your neck of the woods. So you definitely want to be paying close attention here, probably right around the 5-6 o'clock time frame for the potential of seeing some strong storms move through the Branson area. You're in Humansville, so Bolivar's getting a good chance we could. Right. Yeah, down in Humansville. Down in this area. Actually Polk County. You're really in that, you're right along 13 highway as well. You are actually included in that tornado watch. So yeah, that'd be something. They're thinking that the warm front is going to be about at that level. They're thinking right along this tornado watch is where they are expecting that warm front to be as the line of storms push into from the west. So that's kind of a triple point right there. That's where you get the most severe storms. So yeah, I'd definitely be paying attention down in Humansville as we go into the afternoon. We have this line of showers and thunder showers stretching from Richmond down to Holden, down to Adrian, Butler, Rich Hill, Fort Scott, and then, of course, all the way down into Oklahoma right now. From Windsor to St. Louis. Well, I'll tell you what, the sooner the better, probably, on that, Rochelle. So I would, probably if he can get out on the road here within, say, the next hour or so, it's going to help. It's going to help him a lot as far as being in the rain and thunderstorms on the way back to St. Louis. But I think he's going to be well ahead of any type of severe threat. And the severe threat is mainly going to stay the areas in southern Missouri all the way across the Ozarks and then eventually over to Illinois. But from St. Louis to Windsor along I-70, if he can get out of the rain and thunderstorms, make his drive a lot better. Hi, Amy. So MSU down in Springfield, yeah. So they're definitely need to be watching this area down in Springfield and Greene County as this line of storms continues to push up to the northeast. So Springfield's going to be under the gun later on this afternoon and tonight. So definitely need to be weather aware, have multiple means to be able to get warnings and watches and advisories. Make sure you have weather radio. Make sure you have a good app on your phone like Storm Shield that is going to, and that's available for Apple and Android. And you can set it. It will follow you wherever you go and let you know of any warnings in the area that you're at. So Storm Shield, fantastic app for your phone that you can download for free and get those notifications. So just a brief recap right now, guys, for West Central Missouri, where we deal with the 8 counties. Okay, we go from Vernon, St. Clair, Benton, and then we go Pettis, Henry, Bates, Cass, and Johnson counties. Those are the areas that we cover predominantly here at the Weather Center. Now, we are not under any kind of watch right now, but I am watching this line of storms that has just been issued a very large tornado warning that is going to be moving in near Liberal, Lamar, Jasper, Carl Junction, Pittsburg, Kansas is under this tornado warning as it sits right now. So let's just zoom into that here real quick. This is a very large tornado warning, guys. So let's just read what it says. So this is a tornado warning for northeastern Cherokee, eastern Crawford County. This is in southeastern Kansas. And then western Barton, northwestern Jasper County in southwest Missouri. Now, the reason why they're doing this is because a severe thunderstorm line capable of producing a tornado was located along a line from 7 miles north of Girard to Weir to 6 miles northwest of Galena, moving northeast at 30. So this line indicated 3 separate rotations near Weir, Crestline, and Farlington. So this is one of these situations, guys, where that we talked about prior, that instead of a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag for the small circulations, here they are issuing out a very large tornado warning for those areas of rotation in that polygon. So that is something that is eventually going to be moving over let's see, I-49 near Lamar. It's going across Barton County, and we'll see what from Fort Scott down to Pittsburg, if any of these storms or any of these cells are going to strengthen as they move across Vernon County. We may have to keep a close eye for our friends in Vernon County. But this is a very large tornado warning polygon right now for separate areas of rotation in that cluster. Let's see if we can pick that out on velocity radar right now. Now, it looks like there is one just to the south of Pittsburg. Another one up here just southwest of Arcadia. And maybe another one over here by Minden Mines along Highway 160. So several different areas of rotation. They actually just went ahead and issued a very large tornado warning polygon. Just catching up with chat here real quick, guys. Hi, Misty. Northeast Oklahoma definitely under the gun tonight. Really paying really close attention for some nocturnal tornadoes. They're going to have a couple rounds that's going to be going through northeast Oklahoma, and they're really in that bullseye for tornadic thunderstorms in that area. That's right, Devin. Yep, I know a lot of people jump into this live stream and they want to know what's going on. Maybe they missed something. So basically, for our area, we have moderate to heavy rain that is coming down across Cass County, moving over to Johnson County. Same thing goes with Bates County. That's Butler, Adrian, Archie, Rich Hill. And eventually, that's going to continue to push off to the east into Henry, St. Clair, Vernon, Benton, and Pettis counties. Now, there is a warm front that is set up just to our south of our west central Missouri area, and just ahead and south of that warm front is where we're going to expect to see these more severe thunderstorms. I am not expecting much in the way of severe storms here in west central Missouri. We may get one or two strong storms along this line through the process, but by far and large, I don't think the severe threat is that great for us here in west central Missouri. We are under a slight risk from the Storm Prediction Center to see an isolated severe storm, and that's about it. The better conditions are most definitely going to be down here in southwest Missouri. They're going to have a very, very long night from Lamar over to Bolivar, all the way over to Lake of the Ozarks and south. They're going to have a very long afternoon and night as we continue this with this line of thunderstorms. So appreciate everybody being here with us on this live stream. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm going live right now is because we've had so many people reach out with questions to me about what can we expect? What about, Larry City? What about Clinton? What about Harrisville? And so the easiest way to handle all that is to do a live stream on different formats so that I can answer your questions and kind of explain to you guys what we have going on this afternoon. And I'm keeping a very close eye on just north. So I'm also keeping a very close eye on National Weather Service chat. I'm in direct communication. It's like having 4 meteorologists in your back pocket to agree or disagree what you're looking at. So we get that capabilities here for all of west central Missouri and really for anywhere here in the United States. So that's fantastic to have that at our disposal. One thing of note, if we have any friends or family down around the, see here, because this is likely going to, this area right down here. So Carl Junction, Webb City, Neck City, this area in here, it's developing a little bit better circulation down here on the south end of the tornado warning polygon. So if you have anybody friends, family, relatives down in this area, this is going to be crossing Highway 171. And this is going to be actually just to the west of Webb City, including Carl Junction. Let's take a look at velocity right here. So the area in question is going to be right here. And this is going to be heading in the direction of Carl Junction. So definitely something I want to point out in case anybody have any friends, family, relatives down in this area. It's looking pretty gnarly down there around Carl Junction. Hey, we got one already, Jordan. YouTube. Watch it on your smart TV. That's what a lot of people do. So it looked like 2 minutes ago they did report rotation on Highway 96. They're near Carl Junction. Now we just got to find where Highway 96 is. I'm just kind of wondering if that's not maybe an error. Maybe they meant Highway 69, maybe near Crestline. So again, we got some moderate rain falling over Cass County, entering Johnson County, down through Bates County, including Adrian, Passaic, Butler. A few more lightning strikes as you head south down that line, which is, you don't see very many lightning strikes at all from Raytown, Blue Springs, Lee Summit, Pleasant Hill. But once you get down into Bates County, closer to that warm front, you start noticing more lightning strikes here just to the west of Butler. And then, of course, you get a bunch of lightning strikes as you continue further south along that line. So Carthage, Missouri, they have went ahead and set the sirens off for the city of Carthage. So you are not under a tornado warning per se right now, but that storm is heading in your direction. So in some cities, towns, they leave that up to maybe emergency management or maybe the fire department, and they decided to go ahead and set the sirens off in Carthage. Northern Polk County. So looked like Humansville, 426. Dunnigan at 421. Claquot at 429. Violet at 441. Rimby at 452. And Adonis at 443. Bolivar 430. And Fairplay at 417. So that's for Northern Polk County. So area down around Joplin, Aurora, down in down here near Neosho, Carthage, Mount Vernon, Cassville. In this area right here, it looks like the Storm Prediction Center is calling for a favorable environment for tornadoes in the next 1 to 2 hours in this area. So definitely need to be keeping a close eye on this. If you have any friends, family, relatives, make sure from Lamar to Carthage, Joplin, Neosho, all the way over to Aurora, Republic, Mount Vernon, and Greenfield. Right in that area is kind of a little hot spot right now where all the ingredients are kind of coming together, favorable for tornado producing. Hi, Justin, Nevada. Well, we're watching this area right here. There is a line of pretty heavy rain and thunderstorms moving into Vernon County right now. However, you are not included in that tornado watch because that warm front is just to the south of you. Okay, so the better conditions are just to your south, but it is close enough. We need to watch this line of storms as it comes into Vernon County, into Nevada, for possibly a renegade strong cell or two. Damaging straight line winds would be the primary threat. I'm going to jump out here just a little ways. So really, so right back over here in central Kansas is where that cold front is. We'll see a big difference in temperature tomorrow, about 15 degrees cooler tomorrow for election day, but there's not a whole lot going on behind this line of storms. So that can be good news. They were thinking about maybe a couple of batches of severe storms, but really by the time this line of storms moves through our area, it's going to really work over the atmosphere. So it's likely we're already struggling enough to get enough instability for a thunderstorm, much less having more ample instability for strong cells. So I'd say once this line is able to move through, we should be in pretty good shape as far as any kind of severe threat for the rest of the night. Oh, Justin, I bet. Yeah, you're right smack dab in the middle of a heavy thunderstorm right now. Nothing severe, but probably blinding rain and a lot of lightning and thunder with it. So they did go ahead and allow that tornado warning to expire, but we're still looking at a very strong line of storms. Stretching really from Fort Scott, what we were just talking about, all the way down to Baxter Springs. So definitely keeping a close eye on this for any circulations. Hi, Lila. Yep, you got a little cell out here. Like I said, we're going to be seeing some showers and thunder showers moving into west central Missouri, but it looked like just a great garden variety thunderstorm with some moderate rainfall, maybe a clap of thunder. But we are not expecting much of the way of any severe weather through here, guys, that's great news. We're getting a lot of that beneficial rain over the weekend and again today. We have a break tomorrow. We could see some residual showers first thing in the morning, but expecting to start to clear out for the afternoon. And then, of course, tomorrow's election day. Make sure everybody do their due diligence. Let's get out there and vote. Very, very important time in America is tomorrow. So make sure we get out and vote. I don't care who you vote for, just vote. Okay, so the rest of the day tomorrow looks pretty decent. Wednesday, Thursday into Friday looks decent. And we have another system coming in Friday night for the weekend. Again, chance for severe weather, chance for some more rainfall here in west central Missouri. Well, so far since last Wednesday, here at the station, if we take each day of rainfall, we've gotten a little over 5 inches of rain. So at the very wet snow is 10 inches of snow for each inch of rain. So we would have had 50 inches of snow right now, Jordan, if it was all snow. And who knows, the system's going to be coming back on the LRC here at least, let's say probably sometime in late December into the very first part of the year. So we could be seeing a major snowstorm. Hi, Sandy. Well, looks like, let's see here. That's not a good indicator. There we go, about 35. So Appleton City around 350. Lowry City around 410, Osceola 409, Clinton around 422. Let's see here. Yeah, Appleton at 350, Lindale at 346. That is the time frame where we can start to see some moderate, sometimes heavy rainfall, a few thunderclaps, not expecting anything severe right now. We are kind of close enough to that warm front where we may have a strong enough cell to maybe produce a wind gust of 58 miles per hour or greater. But right now it's looking rather unlikely that we will see any of that. Just a good old-fashioned garden variety thunderstorm, but we're keeping a close eye on that over Appleton City toward Lowry City area there in St. Clair County. Hot Rod Berry down at Ozark. Yeah, you're going to get pretty gnarly down there, my friend. Likely, probably sometime around the probably 5 to 9 p.m. time frame, something like that. So, yeah, it's going to get kind of gnarly down there around the Springfield, Ozark, Republic area. Yeah, south of 8. Yep. That's where we were at. We were at Appleton City down to Lowry City, down in this area. So, just generalized thunderstorm, nothing severe. Possibly, Callahan. Very possible. You could get a nader down there. Hi, Michaela. Butler, Missouri. You guys right now are getting just some moderate rain. I don't think you have to worry about any severe weather this evening in Butler. Just some moderate, sometimes heavy rain, a little bit of lightning and thunder. But I'm not expecting any severe weather there in Bates County. You bet, Rob. Okay, you're checking out National Weather Service chat. No news. I guess it's good news for Southwest Missouri. So for everybody that has friends, family just to the south of West Central Missouri, they are under a tornado watch in Southwest Missouri for the next almost 6 hours. So till about 9 o'clock tonight. So we are watching this area very closely down here in Southwest Missouri. We do have several very strong cells that are going to continue to intensify over the next couple hours as they move into Southwest Missouri, bringing that potential to see some strong straight line winds, maybe some damaging hail, and possibly a couple tornadoes here in far Southwest Missouri. For us here in West Central Missouri, Warrensburg's starting to get in on some moderate rainfall, maybe a clap of thunder all the way up to Higginsville and all the way down through Adrian, Butler, Rich Hill, Fort Scott. Nevada is going to get hit with some of that moderate to heavy rainfall in Vernon County. And this will continue to push off to the east over the next hour. Hi, Barb. You know, I'm not seeing for really any of our counties here in West Central Missouri, including Benton. There's just not enough instability there because we've had rain all day and the atmosphere's kind of worked over a little bit. I'm not expecting any severe weather for any of West Central Missouri, including Benton County. We're watching for maybe an isolated wind gust of 58 miles per hour or greater, but that's looking like it's rather unlikely for our area tonight. The biggest severe threat is definitely going to be down here in Southwest Missouri and eastern Oklahoma, northwest Arkansas, which we've been kind of expecting that here over the last couple of days. That's where the bullseye of this system was going to go. But the only concerning thing for me right now is these storms that are down here in eastern Oklahoma, eastern Kansas, as they move over into Southwest Missouri, they are intensifying as a warm front is lifting north. We have a warm front right now that is situated about right in here, and it's moving to the north very, very slowly. And out of just ahead of this warm front and south of the warm front is where we are expecting to see that the greatest severe threat. This line of storms here, this boundary, where this intersects all the way down through here from south of that line is where we're seeing some of the more robust thunderstorms. So luckily, this warm front is not going to make it far enough north by the time this line of storms comes across us. So that's the reason why our severe threat is lessened and is greater for our friends to the south because of that. I did mention something about a snowstorm, Tammy. For $25, I'll tell you what. No, I'm just kidding. No, if you remember, according to the LRC, LEZAC recurring cycle, something I'm a huge proponent of, we are in the middle of the first cycle of the LRC, started back October 6th. And of course, we started off cool, we started off dry. But now this is our third big storm system that we've had over the last week and a half. We have another one coming in on Thursday. So on Thursday, we get another system that could bring us some showers, thunderstorms, and maybe some severe weather for the weekend. So that's 4 big storm systems. And what excites me a little bit is the fact that these systems are able to push through, reload, and push back through again. Now, this is going to cycle back in December into right around the 1st of January. We're going to get several of these storm systems. And if we get cold enough, that could mean a substantial winter storm, maybe several winter storms in a row as we come into the end of December to New Year's. So very excited about how active it is right now and how we're going to be seeing that now for the next 12 months based on the LRC. So right now on the Missouri side, we have no warnings in place right now. So the severe thunderstorm warning down around the Carthage, Lamar area, it's been lifted. So right now we do not have any warnings on the Missouri side right now. So I think what I am going to do. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to go ahead and I'm going to call this an end of the live stream for this segment of an update. And again, we're not expecting much of the way of severe weather here in West Central Missouri. We are not under a watch. We don't have any warnings right now on the Missouri side. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to head home to my home weather station, and I am going to heat up some dinner. I'm going to have radar. I'm going to have the whole weather center up and running. And if these storms, once they cross over to the state line down here for southwest Missouri, I will likely go back live, mainly just for our friends down in southwest Missouri. Since we're in the clear, I want to make sure that they keep notified down there in the Springfield, Ozark, Joplin, Neosho area, as it's pretty volatile down there for this afternoon and the evening. And of course, I will be watching for up here near KCI again. We talked about it this morning. It's looking like this thing sped up a little bit last night. So it's looking like there might be a little bit of rain there at kickoff, but it is going to start a slow clearing up at GEHA Field. If you're heading up to the game, of course, the tailgaters likely getting wet, but at least for the most of the game, it looks to be in decent shape as far as weather-wise. So there's likely not going to be any lightning delays or anything like that that's going to disrupt the game for very long up there at the football game tonight. So that's good news. So Kyla, absolutely. That's what I love to do. That's what I love to do. Yep, we'll be doing several live streams whenever we have winter storms. We always take a look at power outages, road conditions. We typically have early morning live videos. Then that way you guys will know what to expect when you get out on the highway first thing in the morning heading to school or to work. So yep. Winter storms is just as credible as severe storms. So we'll definitely be doing live streams and keeping up with winter weather. And remember, we had our cutoff on Halloween. We still have my first 1-inch snowfall contest that I will periodically be telling you guys how many people have been dropped off of that list. And so far today, we've already had 4 people drop off from the first 1-inch snowfall contest. Today, they thought we were going to see our first 1-inch of snowfall. So one lucky person is going to be taking home a multi-$1,000 prize package. So very interesting. And we're going to, once we slow down a little bit, once these storm systems slow down, we get out of this severe rut that we're in right now, we will start to take a look at the winter forecast. We'll take a look at when the LRC is predicting our first 1-inch snowfall. I can actually give out those answers now that the contest entry is over. And we'll take a look at what the LRC shows for our first 1-inch snowfall. Okay, Mary, you bet. I will do that. And like I said, you're going to be a few hours out on that, Mary. A couple hours at least before the stronger line of storms come up there. But yes, I'll be more than happy to jump back on as soon as we start getting some severe weather down here in southwest Missouri. So again, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream here right now with our West Central Missouri update. Showers, moderate rain, some thunderstorms, maybe a clap of thunder, what we can expect here in West Central Missouri. I'll be monitoring all the way through the evening and into the overnight hours to keep you guys updated. And then, of course, if we have any threats down here in southwest Missouri, I will go live again to keep you guys up to date for all of our friends and families that are living down here in southwest Missouri and our kiddos. We have kiddos going to school down there on a couple colleges down in Greene County. So we'll make sure we keep everybody informed on what's going on down there. All right, guys, that's going to do it for us here at the Weather Center. Again, thank you guys so much. Before I get out of here, a couple things. I've noticed I've had a few people, and I'm horrible about this, so forgive me. But Steve, Mike, Angela, and Rebecca, thank you guys so much for your donations. All of the software, everything that I utilize here is kind of on my own dime. And so we do have a fundraiser in February for the year here where we give away all kinds of things, weather radios, gift certificates, trip to the Bahamas. No, I'm joking. Not trip to the Bahamas. I'd probably take that for myself. But we have several prizes that we raffle off. And so for donations. So we'll have that coming up in February. But every dime definitely helps. So thank you guys so much for your donations tonight. And also a big shout out for us to be able to be here on air. 95.3 KDKD Radford Media Group gives us yet another way that we can get out there to reach more and more people. Okay, and one of our sponsors to be able to do that is none other than Golden Valley Tractor. So I've worked with these guys, fantastic family. 660-885-5591. They're right here in Clinton, Missouri. They sell Kinsey, New Holland, Great Plains. I've been in the ag industry now for about 25, 28 years. I got one of my first starts with Golden Valley Tractor. Same family owns it. So definitely encourage you guys to show them some support. Shop locally. Great people over there at Golden Valley Tractor. They help sponsor the stream here on KDKD 95.3 so that we can get the word out to more and more people. So appreciate them stepping up to the plate to be able to get that done. All right, guys, listen, stay weather aware. And again, I'll be monitoring just across town at my own Subby's Weather Talk Weather Center here over the next few hours. So stay weather aware. And I promise you, we'll be talking